Okay, so this is Captain Sam G, and I'm carrying on with finding all the super secret bosses and fighting against them. So we're up against Karai now. Who do you think is going to show up once I get her down to about 4 out of 7 life bars? She's a ninja martial artist flipping around all over the place type character. Who do you think will benefit and complement that sort of style? Oh yeah, and I've also got all of my turtles with UFO attacks now. Well, pretty much all of them. And I think after this one you'll also see another more technology-based power set. After this boss fight you'll see it, after this one. So next up. And yeah, once again I'm recording all the audio after actually playing all this. This time it only took me 3 attempts at replaying to get the secret boss to activate. Only 3. A hell of a lot better than like the 10 I had to do for Rocksteady. Jeez, that took a while. Okay, just finding a turtle that has a super special ability still unlocked. Come on, Mikey, get up. Alright, there we go.
Weaker than I even anticipated.
See? I knew it! I knew it! I hate when Mikey's right. In general.
This is ridiculous. First Karai, now Shredhead? What is so important about this building?
Guys, can we discuss this later? The density of sharp blades here is ruining my concentration. Here's Donnie!
So, Shredder has shown up. Another martial artist ninja flipping around all over the place type enemy. Of course he'd compliment Karai. Oh, and I also forgot to mention last time, S ranks in all the mini missions, and doing everything as quickly as possible, and everything I said last time increases the chances of the secret boss showing up. And wow, Shredder was just... Oh no, I knocked out Karai before I knocked out Shredder, damn. Yeah, all that increases the chances of the secret boss showing up, but it's still just random, you can't just make it happen. But also, the battle points, up in the top left, 6,800 and so battle points. The more battle points you have when you go into the fight, that also increases the chance. So you've pretty much got to do the entire run absolutely perfectly to better ensure that the secret boss might show up. And that's it for you, Shredder. Even when teaming up with Karai, still couldn't take out the turtles. Yeah, Shredder is never truly knocked out. I mean, look at him, he's just on his hands and knees, just getting a second wind, just catching his breath. And there's Karai. Alright, moving on.
You are the finest sons a father could hope for.
Okay, so now we're fighting Armaggon. And who do you think is going to show up for this sludge water based battle?
Is there no end to what
I mean, Armaggon showed up when we were fighting against Slash. You'd think maybe Slash is going to return the favour. And it makes sense, they're both lurking in the depths, lunging out at you type enemies. They'd both be in their element. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So I'm expecting Slash to show up for this one. Just gotta smash all of his health all the way down to about 4, and then Slash should show up. So just going to keep on doing these big attacks.
Half shell, but full go.
And here we go. Oh.
You have the oceans, I have the air. Deal?
Who is this creature? And why doesn't he just use his wings?
That's what I was wondering.
You know what? That's actually a really good question.
Who cares? Nothing about this dweeb makes any sense. You say he's nutty? Or maybe even batty?
He's got a screw loose, that's for sure.
Yeah, would not have expected that. A technology-based, high-flying enemy coming down in a water-based enemy's arena. But hey, I guess I'm going to have to deal with him. So, where is he? Oh! All the way up there. Perfect. So yeah, Wingnut, even more inaccessible than in his own mission, which should be coming up next.
Snap out of it.
So high up above me, and unlike in Wingnut's arena, there's no sort of jump pad for me to go on to be able to get up to him and fight him properly. He's just all the way up there, and even when using the mini missile things I'm using, launching all those missiles, it barely does any damage to him whatsoever. So I'm going to focus on Armaggon instead, and maybe once I beat him I can figure out a better way of attacking him? I don't know. Let's just try the missiles again. Oh, even less damage than before. Okay, great. Tiny little chip of damage down to him. And oh great, all of my turtles have been knocked into the sludge, so they've all been knocked out. At the exact time that I was knocked out. So that's that. All been defeated. So we'll go to continue and fight Armaggon again, but unfortunately, if you get knocked out from fighting the boss and the secret boss, when you go back to it, the secret boss doesn't activate. God damn. So you're probably thinking, oh, okay, so you go back and you play the entire mission again and you go to fight both Armaggon and Wingnut, don't you? No, I don't. No, I don't. Jeez.
All of this will be mine.
You see, a lot of the missions, they're like 10 to 15 minutes when you do them absolutely perfectly. This one is 20 minutes or more. Doing it absolutely perfectly, and yeah, I did actually go back and try replaying this another 2 times, and the secret boss still didn't activate. Oh, and this one took me 3 times to get the boss to activate. The first time replaying it over and over. Yeah, so I did attempt to try and make the secret boss activate, but after another 2 times of replaying it, I just could not be bothered. I have no idea how many more times I would have had to play it to get the secret boss to activate, but I did not want to find out, because this mission, even though I'm doing it perfectly, not getting lost in the tunnels, I know my way by now, doing it absolutely perfectly, getting S ranks in every single mini-mission, it still takes at least 20 minutes to do every single time. Because there are just so many winding sewer tunnels, and even though I'm not getting lost and, once again, doing it perfectly, absolutely as quickly as possible, there's just so many tunnels you need to go down, and just keep on going further and further and further and further, down and down and down and down into the depths, jumping down tunnels all the time, further and further and further down. It just takes so long to do, and after I think the first time I played this, it took me 40 minutes to do, because I was at that point in time I was thinking maybe I can discover the secret boss hidden down one of these tunnels, because the game doesn't explain how you activate the secret bosses. I had to look online how to do it, and once again it's not set in stone. Doing it all perfectly only increases your chances of making the enemy randomly pop in. Oh god. Yeah, so first time I played this game, 40 minutes. Replaying this game 5 times over, 20 minutes each time, so that's, what, 100 minutes replaying, 140 minutes at least altogether. not including like watching the cutscenes. I don't think it includes the cutscenes when it comes to checking out how long you've been playing the level. Oh, but yeah, at least 140, maybe like 150 minutes. What's that, like 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours doing the same exact mission over and over and over. I'm sorry, I just couldn't be bothered to try and make the super secret supervillain pop up again. Couldn't be bothered. And it doesn't affect the cutscene that happens afterwards, so the hell with it. I faced the secret boss, I got to see the cutscene, that'll do. I can't be bothered playing... Yeah, there you go. Completion time 26 minutes. So yeah, probably 150, maybe 160 minutes. Doing the same damn level over and over and over again, going through all those damn tunnels.
You are the finest sons a father could hope for.
Couldn't be bothered to do it again. So, we're on Wingnut's mission, so who the hell is going to show up for Wingnut? Maybe Armaggon will pay him back?
This guy? For a moment, I was worried we were gonna have to deal
Is
with
there
monsters
another
with
high-flying enemy to face? I don't think there is.
The crazy ones are usually the most dangerous ones.
I'll say.
So yeah, really wondering who's going to show up for Wingnut. But yeah, if I had to place any bets, it would be for Armaggon. I mean, Wingnut showed up for him, and I guess Armaggon is a bit technology-based. A little bit, at least. The tiniest little bit, at least. So it would sort of make sense. And yeah, Wingnut at this stage, when he's in his UFO, you can drain a lot of his health down very quickly.
What? Where did he come from? These ain't the sewers.
With all this rain, the sewers are probably everywhere right now.
That would be something.
It would be awesome! Anyone up for some sewer surfing later?
So yeah, Slash would not have predicted that, and I'm just going to shoot him with the Gatling gun. The best item you can use.
Guys,
Gets rid of so much health and you can just spam it non-stop. Until it runs out, of course. Yeah, Slash wouldn't have predicted that. A hypnotized Slash up on top of a skyscraper when we faced him in the sewers before. Taking him from his lowest all the way up to the highest points he could possibly be at. It's like the least likely enemy I would have guessed.
And Blake, get a hold of yourself, man!
So yeah, that's it for Slash. Man, he was a lot easier to beat than in his previous level. Then again, I was saving up a lot of my special abilities because the first time I played this, I wasted them all fighting him in the UFO stage. I didn't know that he would then go on to a second stage where I'd have to fight him again, and he'd be more powerful. And this is it. So it's the same thing before, and it takes a while because, you know, he's dodging around all over the place, and any time I try using one of my super abilities, he just backs up all the way, and yeah, having a lot of trouble actually hitting him. So I just cut out 3 minutes of footage because, well, you've seen it before already, and I don't want to waste your time. So I just cut out 3 minutes. Back to fighting him now. He's on 2 health bars out of 7. This shouldn't take too much longer.
Let's go! Who says teamwork for wins? I'm okay. I can
Damn you,
totally handle
Wingnut.
this.
Damn you backing away from all my huge attacks. And then doing one of these crazy attacks that never ends.
more Mr. Nice Turtle.
Trying to stay in the healing circle I put down, but he's Billy demolishing anything that's there.
I don't feel so well.
Half shell, but full go.
Okay, almost finished, almost finished. Let's just destroy him so I can move on to the next boss and find out what the next super secret boss is going to be. Done. And once again, like with all of the game, the secret boss doesn't affect the cutscenes that happen after the stage. They just have their own entrance cutscene and that's it.
You are the finest sons a father could hope for.